effective season for the Chicago White Sox in 2022. The shimmy was back. You see him on the mound there. I love that delivery from Johnny. He's someone that, because of his creativity and just pitchability, he is a hot-end all-star pitcher, Harold. There is still, in my mind, a lot of baseball left in Johnny Cueto, and this is a team that I had been told during the course of the offseason was one that was involved in the Cueto conversations for weeks, if not months, a city that he would very much like to pitch in, and now he gets a chance to do it. What this also says to me, Matt, is the possibility of a Pablo Lopez trade from the Marlins. Now, a lot of different teams are still, I think, looking for help there in the pitching side of things. Here's what their rotation looks like at the moment. Edward Cabrera, a really interesting emerging arm that I think is still underrated in the game that I'm really excited about. You see now 6 legitimate starting pitchers, and this is where the potential of moving Lopez out, and as we see it there, Sixto Sanchez potentially coming back at some point in 2023, there is enough depth to move a starting pitcher. So for Kim Ng, I think that's going to be a big topic in the weeks ahead. Does a team get to spring training now that we're only a month away with a short or with a longer spring because, of course, the WBC? Does the team show up a month from now and say, wait a minute, we have a need for a starting pitcher, and is the Pablo Lopez trade conversation moving forward now to the start of spring training and to allow teams to get a little bit more of a big picture of what their rotation looks like?
All right, well, back up the miniature horse trailer because Johnny's going south. Yeah, there it is. It's not quite full size, and it's got real choppy little steps like Sean Burrows used to run.
You know those things poop constantly.
Oh, they do, and so do the goats. Bringing all the livestock down to Miami. One last transaction to report on. I thought that, Brandon Belt was going to get some bites in Tampa. But there is an agreement, or reported agreement, for him to go to the Blue Jays on a 1-year, $9.3 million deal. This is interesting.
Yes, and actually the Mariners liked him a lot as well, Matt, in terms of this offseason and wanting to get a little bit more left-handed. But I love this deal for the Toronto Blue Jays. That they began this offseason needing to find some ways to add left-handed bats. They first acquire Kevin Kiermaier, then comes the Dalton Varsho deal, and now Brandon Belt. And Belt can be your DH. He can spell Vladdy for a day at first. I think this is a really good acquisition for the Jays at a manageable number. Again, typical Brandon Belt kind of a season. I think he'll bounce back in a great ballpark to hit in for a team that's going to give him a lot of opportunities because they simply need to have a greater left-handed presence in their lineup. So I think he was one of the really good under-the-radar names still available. Love this deal for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Interesting, whatever analytics the front office up there was cooking up with Belt.
You have a front office who's saber-electrically minded.
A lot of saber-electrics going on up there, too. JP Morosi on a Tuesday. More from JP as we continue. Let's say good morning to Lauren Shahadi.
Good morning.
Hi.
I met Johnny Cueto once
in
a corridor in San Francisco, and I was so excited. It was just me and him, and I was walking towards him, and I was like, oh, my gosh, that's Johnny Cueto. So I was like, Johnny, hi. And he starts shaking his head, and he goes, and just walks right by me. I'm like, that was it.
Did he go off like this?
That was it. That was it.
Not interested.
Not interested at all.
Johnny's got very small hands, which I find interesting.
Okay. What do I do with that?
Nothing.
Okay.
But, I'm also short with small hands, but he pitches in major. He's had a great career. You think of guys that can grip the pelota and, spin it like Pedro with those E.T. fingers that he's got.
I know. Pedro's fingers are this long.
Pedro's like in between
around everything.
Arsenio Hall and E.T., those phalanges of his.
We have been posting videos and watching videos on Twitter and Instagram of players sweating, right, working in the gym. This is a picture we saw that we can all get behind. The common man, right, walking in the city and taking the opportunity to try his first hot dog. Glaber tours, how can that be? If you're gonna have a hot dog, by the way, those are the that truck is where it's at in New York City. Am I right?
Yeah.
Not for you germaphobe. You probably haven't had one ever.
Cuban restaurant.
No,
in
it's
Cuba.
in downtown Manhattan.
No, those things make you poop constantly.
I don't like the pretzels that hang off the truck. You know that everyone's touching those.
See, look at this.
But if hot dogs are your thing, you can take a gander. You can now apply to be an Oscar Meyer Wienermobile driver.
Sandwiches.
And it's
Keep doing
fierce
your thing, man. You're on the
competition.
right trajectory, man.
Would you know that less than 1% of the applicants were selected, and you must be a recent college grad?
You have to drive it?
have to drive it. You go on tour.
We did it.
We did it. You want to see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Roll it.
Oh, boy.
We're going to give you a tour inside to see what it looks like on the inside of the mobile. Then we're getting rolling, just like Batman and Robin, but on the Wienermobile for Oscar and Meyer.
Let's go. Is the hot dog a sandwich?
We do firmly believe the hot dog is a sandwich. That's where we stand as Oscar
She
Mayer
doesn't
hot
like that.
doggers.
I believe it's a sandwich.
Oh, kiss off.
Yeah, that's been solved by the
I
expert.
believe.
All right, safety first. Don't like the hot dog, get out of the kitchen. What's up? Al Reynolds. Yes, sir. How you doing?
On a quest to find if the hot dog is a sandwich, because we're journalists.
Were
know what I mean?
you, just one question.
Oh, gosh. Well, I can't even imagine what you're about to say. One question.
Are you wearing the same jeans right now that you were in the Wienermobile?
Maybe.
I think she is.
Look at
Gosh,
that.
that's-
Lauren.
I'm
Look at
usually
you.
the guy that repeats outfits on
at
the
I
you.
feel like you don't really pay attention.
No,
and I feel
that's
very
you know
flattered.
what that is? That's very flattering. That's
That
4
is.
years ago. Look at you.
What? You're
Hold
supposed
it
to.
down, Lauren.
What?
Hold
You're
it
supposed
down.
to get in different jeans over 4 years. We're all in trouble.
I'm saying same jeans.
All right. All right. Is a hot dog a sandwich, by the way? Veggies, sliced cheese, or meat placed in between two slices of bread, and that's one sliced bread.
Okay.
Ish.
I mean, it's a sandwich
Ish.
for some.
If hot dogs are not your thing and you prefer to grill steak, what is that little smirk?
Because I'm looking for something I couldn't
Well,
find it.
you need them more organized. Alex Bregman has you covered. Breggy Bomb Steak Rub. He makes salsa too, so he's quite the
He was getting ready for
entrepreneur.
that game, huh?
Maybe he'll send some for us to try. Maybe we can get some gear.
Oh, I like that.
Breggy Bomb. He won't send it to you because you like your steak like a hockey puck.
Right. Butterfly it, well done it, and
You
then when
don't
you think
order
it's
that
done,
at the restaurant.
I do. Put it on for another 5 minutes, and don't be cheap with the A1 sauce either.
Stop it right now.
Yep, they
You know
hate
at a
me.
restaurant when you order your steak, everyone's listening. They're waiting to judge. You know how you're like medium well, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
This is an actual poll. How Americans order their steak, 2.5% rare. Medium is the steak
I'm medium well.
of choice. You're medium well.
bacon here's
It
terrible.
depends. It depends on the restaurant.
I hate the rare. Ugh.
This is what America says about you if you order your steak, because everyone's very judgy-wudgy. If it's rare, you will lead a plentiful life with riches abound, right? That's totally accepted. If you're at a restaurant and you're like, oh, Molly, take my steak rare, everyone's like, oh, baller. Medium rare, you have an infinity pool and a car where the doors open upwards. Yes or
Yeah.
no?
Who
Medium.
made these up?
You thrive in social settings. You peaked in high school. I say everything in moderation
God, I love that
except
one.
bullets in the gap.
really
Medium
truly
well,
believe that.
Atlantic City, no thank you. Your idea of fun is going
My
to
wife
AC.
smoke, so
And
it
this
makes
is
me
you.
smoke.
You pinch roll your jeans. You're out.
God, I do.
Do you really?
I'm back to doing that.
Wait, what?
Everybody pinch rolled their jeans in the early 90s, but now I'm doing it again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm bringing it back.
It's back. The pinch roll.
You look pinch rolled down there.
Would you stop commenting on what I'm wearing? Here's how you contact this show. Just mind your own. You know what I mean?
I mean, is that really a question?